Ever wish your tiny balcony could feel like more than wasted space? Even the narrowest ledge can become a personal retreat with the right ideas. Small balconies don't have to be boring or cluttered. They can be surprisingly inviting. Why settle for a plain slab of concrete when you could have a cozy nook, a garden wall, or even a spot for movie nights? With a pinch of creativity and some simple tricks, any balcony can punch above its weight. Let's get started with our best small balcony design ideas. Why let a small balcony go to waste? A hanging macrame chair instantly turns tight space into a snug reading corner. These chairs add style and comfort without eating up precious floor area. Toss in a chunky pillow, grab your book, and you've created your own floating hideaway. Of course, safety demands attention. Check if your ceiling or beam can hold the weight before installing. If you rent, consider a strong stand instead of drilling. With minimal effort, you get a peaceful retreat that feels worlds away from city noise. Now, who says small can't be inviting? Old wooden pallets can turn into an eye-catching vertical succulent garden. Mount a pallet against your balcony wall, fill the spaces with hardy succulents, and enjoy a living tapestry that barely eats up floor space. Why settle for a plain wall when you could have a patchwork of green? Worried about upkeep? Succulents require little water and tolerate neglect, so maintenance is a breeze. However, make sure the pallet is treated for outdoor use to prevent rot. This setup might not suit those craving bursts of color, but for easy greenery, it's a smart, sustainable option. A fold-down bistro table fastened to your balcony railing adds both style and function. It saves space, giving you just enough room for a mug and a plate. Imagine sipping your coffee as the city wakes up, all without sacrificing precious square footage. Cleanup is quick, just fold and go. However, stability matters. Not all railings are sturdy enough, and you may need to double-check installation instructions. Choose weather-resistant materials like powder-coated steel or treated wood. This small upgrade can turn even the tiniest balcony into your personal cafe with minimal fuss and maximum charm. Why settle for boring planters when a row of bright tin cans can turn your balcony ledge into a cheerful herb garden? Old soup cans or coffee tins, painted in bold shades, add instant personality. Basil, mint, and chives thrive in these compact homes. Plus, they're within arm's reach for cooking. Worried about space? No need. These cans fit snugly along even the narrowest ledge. Drill a few holes in the bottom for drainage, fill with soil, and you're set. Water lightly, snip herbs as needed, and watch your small space become both beautiful and useful without breaking the bank. Stringing fairy lights over bamboo screens works like magic for small balconies. The soft glow creates a cozy retreat without taking up precious space. Even the plainest railing looks inviting after sunset. Who needs a sprawling patio when you can enjoy a starlit nook steps from your living room? Of course, electricity access can be a snag. Try battery-powered or solar fairy lights for hassle-free setup. Just remember, cheap lights may flicker out quickly. Invest in weather-resistant strands. You'll thank yourself during summer storms. A little sparkle goes a long way, especially in tight quarters. Think small balconies can't feel cozy? Think again. Add a compact outdoor rug, something bright or patterned. Toss a few layered floor cushions on top. Suddenly, you've got a space that begs for lazy afternoons with lemonade or a book. It's simple and wallet-friendly. Worried about rain or dust? Opt for weather-resistant fabrics. Choose cushions with removable covers for easy washing. This approach gives your balcony a hint of boho charm without cramming it full of furniture. Sometimes, less really is more. Just enough for comfort, but never clutter. Stackable rattan stools slide neatly under each other, saving space and adding natural texture. Hidden storage inside each stool keeps cushions, garden gloves, or even snacks out of sight, but within reach. Why trip over clutter when you can sit on it? Multi-purpose furniture makes every balcony inch count. Of course, rattan can fade or fray if left exposed to harsh weather. Consider bringing the stools inside during storms or hot summers. Still, their lightweight design means moving them is a breeze, no heavy lifting or wrestling with awkward shapes. Small spaces deserve clever solutions that don't skimp on style or function. Suspended glass terrariums bring a playful twist to cramped balconies. Hang them at different heights for visual interest and save precious surface space. Air plants thrive in these airy containers and require little maintenance, just an occasional misting. Looking for modern flair without clutter? These floating gardens deliver with minimal fuss. Some may worry about glass breaking, but sturdy hooks and thick glass solve most issues. Swap air plants for small succulents if you crave variety. This simple upgrade creates a mini greenhouse effect, sparking conversation and adding a fresh touch to any urban balcony. A tiny mosaic tiled bistro set instantly creates an artistic cafe corner, even on the smallest balcony. The vibrant patterns catch the eye and spark conversation. Sip your morning coffee outside, feeling like you've snagged a seat at a Parisian cafe. It's practical too, compact enough to fit tight spots. However, while these sets are charming, they may not be the comfiest for hours-long lounging. Add small cushions or a throw to boost comfort. Don't let limited space squash your style. Pick bold mosaic colors that reflect your personality and bring a touch of whimsy to your daily routine. Narrow wall-mounted shelves make excellent use of vertical space, bringing life and color to even the tiniest balcony. Arrange potted herbs or succulents beside small candles for a vibrant, cozy look. This trick draws the eye upward and lets you enjoy greenery and ambiance without cluttering precious floor area. Worried about harsh weather? Choose weather-resistant materials like treated wood or metal brackets. Quick tip: rotate your plant selection with the seasons for a fresh effect year-round. While shelves limit plant size, their flexibility trumps bulkier furniture. A little creativity can turn any bland balcony wall into a miniature oasis. Privacy can be hard to come by on small balconies, but climbing ivy offers a cost-effective fix. Attach a trellis or wires along your railing, then plant fast-growing ivy in sturdy pots. In a few months, you'll have natural coverage and a green backdrop that muffles city noise. Hanging planters also pull double duty. They shield you from prying eyes while adding color and texture. Mix cascading vines with bright flowers for visual variety. Just be sure to check how much sunlight your balcony gets before picking plants. A little research means fewer wilted leaves and more lush, living privacy. Think a tiny balcony can't feel peaceful? Think again. Japanese-inspired Zen corners use simple elements, gravel, a handful of smooth pebbles, and a mini lantern to create calm in cramped spaces. Raking patterns in the gravel provides a soothing ritual. A single lantern glows softly, perfect for evening reflection. Maintenance is a breeze too. Gravel doesn't need watering, and pebbles stay neat even after a rainstorm. However, keep in mind that wind might scatter lighter stones, so choose heavier materials if your balcony is breezy. Add a small mat or cushion for seating, and you've got a restful nook anyone can enjoy. A mini hammock on a small balcony turns wasted space into a personal lounge. Imagine swaying gently while sipping coffee or reading. It's affordable, easy to hang, and simple to remove. Even renters can try this trick. Just use removable hooks. Suddenly, square footage feels less important than comfort. There's a catch. Hammocks need sturdy supports and enough room for safe swinging. Measure first. If you're worried about privacy, hang a sheer curtain or add potted plants nearby. This setup turns even a cramped balcony into a breezy, inviting nook. Who knew an ordinary corner could feel like a vacation? A foldable bench with built-in planter boxes takes small balconies from cramped to cozy. Imagine sipping coffee while surrounded by fresh blooms. It's space-saving, practical, and adds a personal touch. Fold it down when friends visit or tuck it away for yoga. Why settle for just plastic chairs? However, consider water drainage and plant weight. Lightweight soil and drought-tolerant flowers work best. Install a simple plastic liner to avoid water stains. On the other hand, if your balcony has enough space to go for a full set, place a small, non-foldable wooden bench with planter boxes on the other end for an outdoor relaxation alone or with company. This setup invites you to blend relaxation with a touch of nature, all without sacrificing precious square footage. Isn't that the dream for city dwellers? Think a blank wall is wasted space? Think again. An outdoor chalkboard wall brings fresh energy to a small balcony. Imagine scribbling your thoughts, doodling with friends, or letting kids create their masterpieces. It turns a plain corner into a conversation starter, no fancy tools needed. Chalk dust cleanup can be a minor bother, especially after rain, but the flexibility outweighs this quirk. Change up quotes with the seasons, or sketch out a new design every week. This simple addition makes any small balcony feel personal and alive. Stringing a row of vintage lanterns instantly adds warmth and character to a small balcony. These lanterns cast a gentle glow, making the space feel inviting after sunset. Who says you need a sprawling garden to enjoy a magical evening? A handful of lanterns and a cool breeze do wonders. Vintage lanterns aren't just about aesthetics. They're practical too. Many use battery-powered candles, so you skip the hassle of wiring. However, wind might knock lighter lanterns around, so opt for those with a weighted base or secure them with wire. A bit of planning keeps your evenings cozy, not chaotic. Painted wooden crates bring unexpected charm to small balconies. Stack them in quirky arrangements for instant shelves. Use bold, mismatched colors for visual interest. Think sunny yellow, deep teal, or classic white. These crates hold potted herbs, books, or lanterns, making your balcony both lively and practical. However, moisture can warp wood over time. Opt for weather-resistant paint and occasionally rotate crates to prevent damp spots. This low-cost fix lets renters and homeowners alike create a playful, ever-changing display for plants and decor. Why settle for bland when you can turn leftovers from a hardware store into talking points? Imagine settling onto your balcony with a warm blanket, a bowl of popcorn, and your favorite film playing on a compact projector. Even the tiniest balcony can become a snug outdoor movie nook with a little creativity. All it takes is a blank wall or a white sheet and some string lights overhead. Rain or mosquitoes? No problem. Add a few citronella candles and a foldable umbrella or tarp so your movie nights aren't foiled by weather or pests. This setup is proof you don't need a massive backyard to enjoy cinema under the stars, just a willingness to make the most of your space. Bright Moroccan puffs turn even the tiniest balcony into a lively haven. Their bold colors and soft textures invite you to kick off your shoes and relax. Pair them with patterned throws, think geometric shapes and vibrant stripes. Suddenly, your outdoor nook feels like a page from a travel magazine. Mixing patterns might sound risky, but it brings energy and fun. Don't worry about perfect matches. Let your style speak. Just toss in a few plants or lanterns for a cozy finish. Sure, these textiles can fade in strong sun, but rotating them keeps the look fresh and lasting. Small balconies often suffer from a lack of floor space, but a hanging shelf garden turns unused air into lush scenery. Trailing pothos and ferns spill over shelves, creating a curtain of greenery. This offers privacy and shade, plus you don't need a green thumb. Pothos survive on neglect. Installation is straightforward. Use sturdy brackets and weatherproof wood. Hang shelves at varying heights for visual interest. Water drips down from the top, so group thirstier ferns above pothos. Not a fan of constant maintenance? Add self-watering pots or use faux plants for the same effect, minus the fuss. Adding a miniature water fountain can transform even the tiniest balcony into a peaceful retreat. The gentle trickle masks city noise, encouraging relaxation. You don't need an elaborate setup. Tabletop fountains work wonders. Place it near your favorite chair, and you'll have instant calm every time you step outside. However, maintenance matters. Algae and dust can quickly ruin the soothing effect. Clean the fountain weekly and refill water as needed. Solar-powered options cut electricity costs. Even skeptics admit the soft sound of flowing water lifts the mood, so why not give your balcony this simple upgrade? A slimline trellis brings instant charm to a cramped balcony. Train climbing roses to weave through the vertical frame, and you've got a living wall that saves floor space. Imagine opening your door to a fragrant, flowering backdrop without crowding out your morning coffee spot. Maintenance is straightforward. Choose disease-resistant rose varieties and water regularly. Prune in early spring for best blooms. Some petals will fall, but a quick sweep solves that. Even in tight quarters, this setup transforms a bland railing into a soft, romantic escape that's both practical and visually stunning. Scandinavian-style benches bring a simple, inviting charm to small balconies. Neutral cushions soften the look and make even tight spaces feel calm. Lanterns add warmth, especially during long evenings. Imagine sipping tea surrounded by soft light, proof that minimal decor can make a big impact, even in pocket-sized spots. Choosing washable cushion covers keeps things practical, while mixing wooden benches with woven lanterns adds subtle contrast. However, weatherproofing is key. Scandi pieces aren't always built for heavy rain. With a few thoughtful tweaks, you get both comfort and style, no matter how tiny your balcony might be. Ever stepped barefoot onto a cool pebble mat? It's a small luxury. Creating your own is simple. Grab a rubber mat, strong adhesive, and smooth pebbles. Arrange the stones close together for stability, then glue them down. Let it dry. Suddenly, your tiny balcony feels like a mini spa retreat. But keep in mind, pebble mats need occasional cleaning and shouldn't be left soaked after rain. Still, if you're after that gentle foot massage each morning, it's a low-cost way to add texture and comfort. Why not give your toes something to look forward to? A floating glass coffee table adds visual lightness, making cramped balconies feel more spacious. Its see-through surface doesn't block sunlight or interrupt the flow of the area. Place a vase of fresh-cut wildflowers on top. Want instant charm? This simple touch brings color, fragrance, and a touch of countryside nostalgia. However, glass tables require regular cleaning. Smudges and dust show up quickly, especially outdoors. If you don't mind wiping it down, the effect is worth it. Wildflowers need changing, but that's a small price to pay for cheerful, ever-changing color. Mix up flower varieties for a different mood each week. Transforming small balconies doesn't need a big budget or expert skills. Mixing practical choices like fold-down tables with eye-catching accents, think fairy lights or mosaic tiles, turns tight spaces into lively retreats. Why settle for boring when a few tweaks spark daily joy? Ready to try out some small balconies design ideas? Start with 1 or 2 favorites, then experiment. Even the tiniest ledge can bloom with color and comfort. Your balcony can become a personal escape just a few creative steps away. Small patio ideas, patio decorating ideas, patio furniture ideas, small living room ideas, small bedroom decor ideas for women.